Hello students, welcome in Babita science tutorial. In the previous topic we have done irrigation topic, and this is our first chapter, you know better, crop productions and management, and we are doing here agricultural practices here. Now, in irrigation, one point is left, that is a furrow irrigation. This one is also new technical, like a drip irrigation method and a sprinkler method. This one is came under the modern method. Now, furrow irrigation is also comes under the modern method. So, what is a furrow irrigation? Furrow irrigation means when the water is supplied to all the parts of the crop by a channel, by the channel through. Okay, in the channel holes are there. You will see here in the channel holes are there. See here, this one is a pipe, and here holes are given. So with the help of this hole, water is easily supplied to the crop. That is called your furrow irrigation. Now see here, water in vegetables, wheat and other crops is channeled into a furrow. This method of watering a plant is called a furrow irrigation. The students, this one is also very important method, or comes under the modern method. In this way also you can conserve the water. Now here see, next point is in some crops like wheat and maize, too much irrigations result in conditions called a waterlogging. Students, waterlogging means excessive irrigations. When too much water is given to the soil, it becomes wet. Water accumulates around the plant. This is called the excessive irrigation or water logging. And excessive irrigation is not good for the wheat and maize. Why? Because it can destroy the excessive water can destroy the wheat and maize. That is called the water logging. Now another, the extra water does not percolate down through the soil and reduces air in the soil. Yes, this is we can say that the demerits also. What is the demerits of the water logging? Demerits of the water logging is that when you will when extra water does not percolate. Percolate means this is a soil. Okay, this one is a soil, and when the extra water is not goes inside the soil, okay, that is called the percolate. The extra water does not percolate or goes down through the soil and reduces the air in the soil. Then what happen if on the surface of the soil, if too much water is present here, then what happen, air will not goes inside it. Okay, when the air will not goes inside it, and then water cannot be survived in the excess water, then what happened here, your crop will be destroyed here. That's why the extra water does not percolate down through the soil and reduces air in the soil, therefore damaging the roots. Yes, I told to you, it will damage the root. If waterlogging persists for a long time, the soil organisms also get killed. Students, in the field, see here, in the field very helpful microorganisms are also present. Okay, if lots of water is present in this field, then this water can destroy the microorganisms also. Okay, then what happened, this can also destroy the crop field. No, then ultimately rains and hailstorms or fast wind accompanied by rain damage the crop. This is the another things which can destroy the crop. Hailstorms, fast wind, accompanied by rain. Okay, these are the factors which can responsible for the damage of the crops. No, then lodging is the conditions. Lodging is the condition in which grains got matured and it leads to the crop flaked. No, in the which grains got matured and it's to fall of a crop plant. Means farmers can do the planning also relating to this one. Then what happened if we will not if waterlogging is occurs, many things is occurs, then uh, it can fail the plan of the farmers also. Then let's move to the another point here. See here in the HOTS, 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 what they want to say in this paragraph, they want to say sandy soils requires more water because of its fast percolation and less water retaining capacity. Students, retaining capacity means ठहरना, रुकना, stop, okay, or holding the water. Now see here, suppose that this one is a sand. Okay, this one is the sand, or you can keep this sand in the any funnel. Okay, suppose that this one is the funnel shape. Okay, and you will keep the sand here. You will keep the sand here. Then you will add water in this one. When we add the water in it, the sand can hold the water? No, sand cannot be hold the water. It will comes out from here because sand has a lots of space between them. Okay, that's why its retaining capacity is a very less. The sandy soils requires a more water because of its fast percolation and less water retaining capacity. Now next move to the this one, clay and black soil. You know, clay soil is the soil of the clay is a very fine, like this. It's a very fine, and the black soil also. Then this can clay soil and black soils requires a less water as they have a more water retaining capacity. But these soils have a more chances of a waterlogging than the sandy soil. What they want to tell you, students, suppose that this is your field. If you're in this field, if you're growing the crops here, and this soil is a clay soil, then what happen if we will irrigate this plant? Okay, then it needs a very less water here. Okay, why it needs a very less water? Because its retaining capacity is a more here, or we can say that it holding the water capacity is a more here. If we will irrigate this plant, then you can irrigate this plant very less. If we irrigate this plant more, then what happen here? Water logging takes place here. Water logging takes place means what? Excessive irrigation. Okay, excessive irrigation. Now see here lots of water is here. Then okay, then what happened if you supply the lots of water in any field, clay soil or a black soil? It can destroy the roots of the plant. Okay, then plant can start to damage. Okay, in this way the plants will destroy. Then it shows that this point wants to say that the clay soil and the black soils requires a very less water because the water retaining capacity is more here. Student, this is about the irrigation. Now let us start a new topic, that is called the weeding. This one is a weeding. I told to earlier also what is a weed. Okay, the weed is an unwanted plant which can grow with the main field. Weeding is a unwanted plant which can grow with the main field. Now here weeding is the written here. Then weeding comes under the process of removing weeds from a crop field is called the weeding. That is the definition of the weeding. Let's start this topic now, weeding here. Some other plants grows along with the desired plant. Desired plant means it's our plant, like our main plant. Okay, with any, if unwanted plant is a grow with the main plant, that is called the weeds. All plants other than crops are called the weeds. Some examples are here given, like paranthemum, amaranthums, chenopodium. Okay, so these all are the examples of the weeds. Now students, amaranthus means chulai, chulai ka saag. No, wild oat also. Okay, wild oat means javi. Chenopodium, chenopodium is a comes under the wild. Okay, bathua. No, this also comes under the saag. And another is here paranthemum. I already yes, paranthemum is a carrot or congress grass. Paranthemum is the congress grass. This all are you can see this all weeds around us, because in this time is a rainy season, you can see this weeds too much. No, so this one is all are the example of the weeds here. Now see here, weeding is the process of removing weeds. Weeds compete with the crop plants for nutrients. If the students see here in this line, if weeds compete with the crop plants for nutrient, suppose that this is a main plant here, this one is the main plant here, and if some weeds is a grown here, if there's some weeds can grown here, then these main plants can require some more nutrients here. These main plants require some more nutrients, but if weeds is a grow beside this main plant, then it can also take this nutrient from the soil. No, in this way, these weeds can harm the main crop plant. That's why here it is written, wheat compete with the crop plants for nutrients. The effect, the growth of a crop plants, which can affect the growth of the plant. Some weeds, yes, many weeds can release the toxin. Toxin means poisons, which can damage the crop plants. No, and there are, we can remove the weeds before the growth of the plant, or we can say before the productions of flowers and seeds. Okay, when we remove the weeds, we can remove the weeds before the production of a flowers and seeds. Then students, there is a lots of implements. Okay, or we can see that there's a lots of implements here which we used in the removing the weeds. Then here first one is in small fields. In the small field, we can use the trowel, that is a khurpa. We can use the khurpa in removing the weeding. And in the big field, okay, we can use the tractor driven harrow, which is used in the removing the weeds from the crop. Now see here, this one is your trowel, khurpa. This one is a harrow, tractor driven harrow. This one used in the big fields. Harrow and trowel is used in the small fields. Okay, now in the rice crops, lots of waters are there. That's why there we will use the Japanese weeder, which will helps in the removing the weeds. This one is your Japanese weeder. And us remove the weeds can also be controlled by, yes, by using the chemicals called weedicides. The student, sites means to kill. No, sites means to kill. To kill to whom? Weed. If any chemicals which we use to kill anything, that is called the sites. Now here Now, weedicides, according to the name, see here, the chemicals which are used to kill the weeds, that is called the weedicides. Now, some chemicals are written here, which is a very important. Sometimes asks in the exam also, write on the name of the weedicides. Then here it is written Delapone, Metachlor, Sanizin and 2,4-D. 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 examples are given about the weedicide. If you will spray these weedicides in your garden or in your field, it can kill the weeds only. It will not harms your main crops. This now these are sprayed in the field. Now these are sprayed in the main field. Now, because weedicide is a very harmful uh, to human beings also, that's why weedicides can be replaced by the herbicides, okay, which are obtained from the plants. Students, herbicides, again you will see here sites is written. No, sites is written herbicides, HERBICIDES. Now sites is to kill. To kill to whom? Herbs. The chemicals which are used to kill the herbs, that is called the herbicides. The student, this is more about the weeding. The process of removing the weeds is called the weeding, and this much only. I hope you will understand this topic very nicely. If you have any kind of the problem, then you will comment me in my comment box. Till then, bye and have a nice day.